Behind the closed doors of a quiet Milwaukee apartment, the smell of death lingered for years before anyone truly questioned it. What police would discover inside was so disturbing, so unthinkable, that even hardened detectives struggled to comprehend it. This is the story of Jeffrey Dahmer, the man who became one of America's most infamous serial killers. Between 1978 and 1991, Jeffrey Dahmer carried out a series of crimes that shocked the world. His actions were not only violent, but disturbingly calculated, involving murder, dismemberment, and even cannibalism. What makes Dahmer's story so chilling is not only the brutality of his crimes, but also how long he managed to evade capture, living as a seemingly quiet man next door, while committing some of the most horrifying acts in modern history. Jeffrey Lionel Dahmer was born in 1960 in Bath, Ohio. From an early age, Dahmer displayed troubling signs, an unusual fascination with dead animals, roadkill, and bones. Neighbors and teachers noticed he was withdrawn, shy, and socially isolated. By the time he was a teenager, his parents' marriage was collapsing, and Dahmer himself was spiraling into alcoholism. Beneath the surface, a disturbing obsession was growing, one that would soon take a deadly form. In June of 1978, just weeks after graduating high school, Dahmer picked up a hitchhiker named Stephen Hicks. He lured Hicks back to his parents' empty home under the promise of drinking and hanging out. Hours later, when Hicks tried to leave, Dahmer struck him with a dumbbell and strangled him. Panicked, he dismembered the body and buried the remains in the woods behind his house. This would mark the beginning of a killing spree that stretched over a decade. For nearly 9 years, Dahmer lived under the radar. He served in the U.S. Army, but was discharged for alcohol abuse. He drifted between jobs, all while battling uncontrollable urges. It wasn't until 1987, inside a hotel room in Milwaukee, that he would kill again. His second victim was Stephen Tuomi. After a night of drinking, Dahmer claimed to have awoken to find Tuomi dead beside him. Whether or not he told the truth, Dahmer soon began actively hunting victims. From then on, his crimes escalated, luring young men, often from gay bars, back to his apartment. Once there, he would drug them, strangle them, and dispose of their remains. But Dahmer's crimes went beyond murder. He began preserving skulls, keeping body parts in jars, and even experimenting with the idea of creating a zombie, a living human under his complete control. He drilled holes into victims' skulls, pouring in acid or boiling water in a horrifying attempt to erase free will. Apartment 213 at the Oxford Apartments in Milwaukee would become Dahmer's personal chamber of horrors. Neighbors complained of foul odors and strange noises, but Dahmer always had an excuse: spoiled meat, tropical fish, or plumbing issues. Inside, police would later discover human skulls stacked like trophies, a 57-gallon drum filled with acid dissolving flesh, severed heads in the refrigerator, photographs documenting each stage of dismemberment. It wasn't just murder, it was ritual, obsession, and an attempt to create something that blurred the line between life and death. Dahmer admitted to cooking and eating portions of some of his victims, claiming it made him feel like they became a permanent part of him. On multiple occasions, police had the chance to stop Dahmer, but failed. Most notably, in 1991, a 14-year-old boy escaped Dahmer's apartment, drugged and bleeding. Neighbors called police, but when officers arrived, Dahmer convinced them it was a domestic dispute. They returned the boy to Dahmer, who killed him shortly after. Dahmer's reign of terror ended on July 22, 1991, when a man named Tracy Edwards managed to escape his apartment in handcuffs. Edwards flagged down police, who finally uncovered the nightmarish apartment and arrested Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer was sentenced to 15 consecutive life terms in prison. But even behind bars, he remained a figure of fear and morbid fascination. In 1994, another inmate brutally killed him, ending his life in the very violence he had once inflicted on others. Dahmer's crimes left scars on families, communities, and a nation. His case also exposed deep flaws in law enforcement and raised questions about how many lives might have been saved if authorities had acted sooner. If stories like this disturb you, but also compel you to understand the darkest corners of human history, make sure to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more shocking tales from the past. Until next time, stay curious and stay cautious.